Hello everybody! Welcome to Harrogate Theatre Story Circle for this week. My name is Beth and I'll be leading our story today. But before we start our story, it's time to sing our hello song to everyone. Would you like to sing with me? Brilliant! Let's start! Hello everybody, hello everyone, hello everybody, let's have some fun. Now it's time for me to tell you my name and how I'm feeling today. My name is Beth and I feel happy. My name is Beth and I feel happy. Now are you ready for you to tell me your name and how you're feeling today? Let's go. Your name is, and you feel. Your name is, and you feel. And then we sing our hello bit again. Hello everybody, hello everyone, hello everybody, let's have some fun. Brilliant! Now are you ready to start our story today? Would you like to hear our story? You would? Well, let's begin. Well, you won't believe what happened when I was out for a walk today. I found something. I found another treasure chest. A treasure chest. Now we've had one of these in our stories before, and inside the treasure chest we found a message on some paper in a bottle. What do you think could be in our treasure chest today? What do you think could be inside the treasure chest? I really hope it is some treasure. What kind of treasure could be in the chest? Do you have an idea? What do you think might be inside? Really? That would be great. I think there might be some gold inside our treasure chest. Would you like me to open it up and find out what's inside? You would? Okay, let's go. It's another message in a bottle. So our last message was from Julian, who was a mermaid. I wonder who the message can be from this week. Should we open up the bottle and find out who the message is from? Should we open the bottle? We should. Okay, I'll open the bottle and read the message that's inside. Here we go. It says, to Beth and my friends. Well, that means it's to me and to you. I knew you'd find my message. I left it in a bottle, just like last time. So do you remember who sent us a message last time? Do you remember? It was Julian, the mermaid. So our message is from him again this week. He says, thank you so much for all your help last time. I wish I had a way to thank you. I wish I could give you some treasure, like some gold or some rubies in this chest. But unfortunately, I don't have any treasure to give you. But I found a way to thank you for all your help. He says, the way I want to thank you is by making you a treasure hunt. A treasure hunt. That sounds really fun. He says that even though he doesn't have any treasure, he thinks that we can find some treasure in our own houses. And he's going to help us find it and have lots of fun. I love treasure hunts. I'd really like to go on Julian's treasure hunt. Would you like to go on his treasure hunt with me? Would you like to go on the hunt to find some treasure and have some fun. Will you go on the hunt? You will! Brilliant! Shall we see what the letter says next? Okay, he says the first clue can be found in your kitchen. Okay, and he says, we need this to have a drink, but it's also under a pirate boat. If there's a hole, we might sink. But it could also make us float. Have you got a guess of what the clue could be? What's your guess? Really? I think it could be water. It could be water, because water helps a boat to float, but if there was a hole in the boat, it would sink. And also, we can drink water, can't we? Okay, so we need some water. And Julian said that we need water in one glass and another glass that is empty. I wonder what we could do with it. Go and find one glass with water and one glass with nothing in it, and then meet me back. Brilliant. So have you got your 2 cups or glasses? One of them is empty and one of them has some water inside. Now what Julian says is we can make some noise using just 1 cup of water and 1 empty cup. And the way that we do it is by pouring the water from the cup with the water in into the empty cup and then passing the water back and forth into the cups to make some sounds. Would you like to try it with me? Brilliant. You can either do it while I'm doing it or watch first and then do it. But you have to be very careful when pouring the water into the cups, because otherwise it might go everywhere. Shall we try? Can you hear that? I think it sounds like waves. Like waves on the beach. Or it sounds maybe like a stream. That's a really nice sound. So that's one way we can make noise. But Julian's also said we might want to, instead of using water, think of something else we could put in our cups that we might find in our kitchen that makes noise. Have you got an idea of what you could put in your cup instead of water that might make it some noise when you pour it into the other cup? Have you got an idea of what you could put in? I've got some ideas. Why don't you have a look around your kitchen for something that you might put in your cup instead of water, and that might make some noise when you pour it? Have a little hunt around your kitchen for something else. So what I've chosen to use this time in my cup is some rice, because I think that will make a really interesting sound once I pour it into the empty cup. Shall we see what it sounds like? Okay. Well, that sounds really different from water. Shall we listen again? I think it sounds a little bit like rain. What have you put in your cup? Why don't you try and pour it into the empty cup and see what noises it makes? Does it sound the same as the rice in my cup? Or does it sound like something completely different? Have a try now and see what your object sounds like. What a fun first part to our treasure hunt. I've really enjoyed making lots of noise in the kitchen. I wonder what the next part of our treasure hunt is. Shall I read the letter and find out the next clue? Shall I read it to you and we can see what's next? Okay, it says, this can be found in a room that has a loo. It's called a roll but has no wheels. And when it's empty, the cardboard is treasure too. Do you know? Can you tell me? It's a toilet roll, of course, because when the paper's off, it's just a bit of cardboard, isn't it? And it's called a roll, but it doesn't have any wheels. So we need to find an empty toilet roll. And Julian said, find 2 if you can. Have a look around your house and see if you can find any empty toilet roll, or maybe just some normal toilet roll, and then come back here. And remember, we need 2 of them. Okay, I'll see you in a second. As long as you have something that looks like this, you're ready for our next part of our treasure hunt. So to make this treasure that we found in our bathrooms, Julian is saying that we're going to make some pirate binoculars so we can look out at the sea and play a game of I Spy. So to do that, we need to stick our 2 toilet rolls, or whatever you've got at home, together and then decorate them however you want to make sure that they're ready for your pirate ship. So to stick them together, you can use whatever you have. I'm going to use some blue tack, but you can use some sellotape if you want. You might need an adult to help you, but make sure you decorate them so that they're ready for your pirate adventures. Off you go! So now that we have our pirate binoculars, we can play our treasure hunt game of I Spy. I'm going to look now through my pirate binoculars and see what I can see through my window. So, I spy through my little eye and my pirate binoculars something outside that is green and really tall and has branches that when it's summer are very shady from the sun. What can I see outside my house that's green and tall with branches that are shady from the sun? Can you guess? It's a tree! Great job! Now you can play with your pirate binoculars at home. Have a look now through your pirate binoculars to see what you can see in your house. Off you go! I hope you've enjoyed I Spying with your pirate binoculars and seeing what's in your house. We've got one more part of our treasure hunt left. Shall I read you our last clues and we can find what's left of our treasure? Okay, I'll read now. So, Julian has said that this last bit of treasure can be found in our bedrooms. And he's given us 2 clues for 2 different bits of treasure. The first clue says, every night as I yawn and climb into my bed, on this soft and comfy thing, I go to rest my head. In our bedroom, what do we lay our head on when we're very tired and give a big yawn? What do we lay our head on? Do you know? It's a pillow. Okay, so we first need to find our treasure of a pillow, but then there's another bit of treasure. Shall I read the second clue as well? Okay. As I sleep in my bed, I use this to keep me warm and wrap myself up nice and tight until the break of dawn. So when the sun comes out. So we found it in our bedroom, and it's something that keeps us nice and warm. Do you know what it could be? What keeps you warm in your bed? It could be a duvet or a blanket. So, Julian has said we need a pillow and a duvet or a blanket, and we can have as many as we want for the next part of our treasure hunt. So the next thing you've got to do is find pillows and blankets in the bedrooms in your house. Do that, and I'll meet you back here in a second. So I've got some cushions and a blanket from my bedroom. And what we're going to do now, as part of our final treasure hunt fun, is we're going to make a blanket and a pillow fort or den inside your house. So you need to make sure that the pillows are standing up nice and tall to be able to support your den. So you might need to lean them on things or each other. So you could maybe lean them on a book or against a wall, or just make sure that they can stand up nice and straight. And then you get your blanket. And finally, to make your pillow fort, you will place them on top of your cushions to make a nice, cosy den. Have a go at your house of building your very own den or fort out of your pillows. You could maybe pretend that you're in a cave underground, going on a bear hunt, or searching for buried treasure when you're in your den or your fort. Off you go! So I hope you enjoyed our treasure hunt fun today. We made lots of noise in the kitchen by pouring things from one cup into another. We made our very own pirate binoculars to play I Spy with. And we finally made our very own cosy pillow and blanket forts, and we could explore the worlds inside. I never knew there was so much treasure just in our own homes. Well done. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I hope you've had fun today. I definitely had fun with you. I hope you keep staying safe and having fun, and I'll see you next time. As I'm sure you are aware, theatres across the country are facing unavoidable closures and uncertain futures. If you can, please consider donating to our emergency appeal to ensure the future of Harrogate Theatre. We want to keep sharing stories like these and inspiring the next generation. Thank you.